Hey guys, just hanging out to see if anybody shows up. Uh, just drinking a little cup of coffee to see what everybody's doing here. Let me get everything set up over here. What about it, Jerry Holly? I was just sitting around and shoot, if I sit around too long, I get to watching the news and I don't watch much news, I'll give you that. But since this has all been going on, I've been watching a little bit. But uh, I don't know. With everything going on, I just thought people might like to talk, and just have somebody to talk to and just keep our mind off the TV. I know this is a TV in some sort, but I don't know. I just thought we'd just hang out. I went in there and picked me a cup of coffee, and my wife and them had to carry the puppies to get fixed. They've been peeing all over everything. Of course, they're not but 6 months old or 7 months old. I don't know, somewhere along there. And uh, anyway, and so they came back with daggum donuts, and they know that's my weakness. And I was just fixing to fix a cup of coffee anyway, so I just grabbed me a donut. I just hated to be the only one that didn't. Them Walmart donuts are pretty good. They're hard to beat. The only thing I don't like about them, if you got a beard and mustache, which I got mine trimmed up, they get all over everything. What about it there, Mr. James? So it's us three, but whatever y'all want to talk about, y'all just key up something. I was just going to hang out a little bit and see if anybody was out there, if anybody needed anything. Donuts and Coffee Live is good. That's what I thought. I thought it'd be a real catchy title. Walmart cookies are nice too. Yeah, them big. Is it Walmart that makes the big chocolate chip? And I'm a sucker for a good chocolate chip cookie. Y'all know I drive a special needs bus, and my bus aide, Miss Vicky, man, she is something. She fixes these little brown, they're not sugar cookies, they're thicker, more moist, and they're heaven. I mean, they are truly heaven. They are really, really, really good. I'd rather have them as a donut any day. And when she's in a real froggy mood, she'll bring me and the kids some. And she knows she can get anything out of them if she brings them cookies. We got, there's 1323. We're just hanging out. I'm drinking coffee, and I hope y'all are too. I just got done eating a Walmart donut. And just chilling. Just thought we'd hang out, see if anybody was needing anything. There's Miss Rhonda D. It's just coffee, donuts, and barbershop gossip. I noticed I said barbershop. I didn't say beauty shop. But do y'all like my new studio set up? Got the fireplace, 2 rocking chairs. A little bit better than the dining room table. If you'll look this way, y'all see that shoe rack? That's really a hat rack. Tammy's got a few shoes on it, but about 2 or 3 racks down is all caps. I am a cap guy. Everywhere I go, people know I wear caps, and they give me caps. I'll buy a cap occasionally if I see one I just absolutely like. The kids got me this for Christmas, or my wife did one. I love it. I love anything with American flag on it. Some of y'all might know when I was in high school, I had a dream to be in the Marines, and some of my friends went on to be in the Marines. I'm proud of them, but they turned me down because of me only having one ear. You know, and looking back as an adult, I can see why, but as a kid, it was devastating. But yeah, if any of you ladies or guys ever need a good hat rack, buy you one of them over the door. Y'all see, whoops. Let me see. That right there is nothing but a shoe rack. It's got the individual shoes on, or the shoe spacing. Well, that'll hold about 3 caps per space. And that makes the best hat racks if your husband or you, whatever, got a lot of hats. A lot of ladies now are wearing ball caps and have a lot of hats. Don't wear any of them. I wear a lot of cap, but now like I say, I work outside a lot, and the bad part is y'all can't see. I ain't gonna show you either, but if we ever have a special event or something at church and they're all taking pictures, if they ever catch me kneeling down praying, they take a picture of me from behind, and I got I guess you'd call it a Catholic bald spot right there, ain't it? The Catholic priest that wears that beanie. I'm not making fun of them, but it wears the hair off their head. Well, I got the same thing, just a little bitty thin area right there. Uh, 2 hats, an Army and a NASCAR. I can't tell y'all. I got a cap that KT won't. Let me go get it and I'll show it to you. If y'all watched my video this morning, that was supposed to be a premiere, and I messed that thing up, and I went in there to change the date, and it wouldn't let me save it. I guess it's just a rookie mistake. And then so I did, before I knew it, I'd made it public. Once you make it public, it's there, and so I just left it. But anyway, if y'all watch my video today, y'all know that I used to sell cars, and I used to buy and sell cars, and used to work at the car lot. But anyway, I trade trucks pretty often. But I've always been a Chevrolet guy. And a Duramax. I've had Chevy Duramax 4-door, 3/4 ton, 4-wheel drive. I've had one since, well, from 2012 to 2000. Let's see. From 2012 back to 2004 or 5, somewhere along in there, I had a new truck nearly every year, brand new. But I was in another bit. I was in this business I'm in now, plus we building, selling houses. But anyway, I had a lot of Chevy Duramax truck. I had a lot of issues with life too, and so I bought me a Ram. All my buddies had them; they loved them, and I bought me a Ram. And look here, the American flag on the back. One of my favorite caps. I don't wear it just all the time because I don't want to ruin it. I think the kids got me that for Christmas. But I love it. It's I like my truck pretty good. It don't ride as good as my Chevrolet, and like I tell all the guys, you got to tell it everything you want it to do. It's like a kid. For my Chevrolet, you get in it, put it in drive, and go, and it would go. You don't have to do anything. But this daggum Ram, you get in it, you put a lawnmower trailer behind it. You got to mash the button, put it in tow mode. I don't know. Chevrolet just didn't ever have to do that, but Chevrolet's had that Allison transmission. It was geared different. I don't know. Anyway, that's enough about trucks, but that was the whole purpose of the Ram cap. But I thought it was cool with the American flag on it. They probably make these with Chevrolets too, but and that was probably ordered online. But yeah, if I don't have your any of you guys stickers, I need to make sure I get one, and I'll get you one because we need to get it on that new trunk that I started today. If y'all hadn't seen that video, it released a little while ago, and it's been a hit. There is, let's see, Princess Cammy, I guess. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Full-time Dream, and Mary Jones, one of our fan club president right there. Mary Jones is everywhere I go on a live stream. Mary Jones, I think, and Rhonda, they're there a lot, and Jerry's there, and Justin and Christine and James. You guys are everywhere I go. Like Steve Turtle said last night, that requires a lot of time and effort. But I get asked a lot how we grew so fast or how we've been growing so fast. And that's how you grow. You get out there and you meet people. It's like growing a business. If you don't get out and shake hands and go to the coffee shop and let people know you're there, they won't know you're there. And that's the way I build all my businesses. But really building a business, building a family, and I really love that. There ain't no telling how many different people has answered a question for me. Whether it's Steve Turtle, me and him had a 45-minute phone call the other day. And then he was on our show last night. And wow, just to let you guys know that was there. Our Troubaduo, our very first official video raid live was with Troubaduo. That video is our second all-time video as far as views go. I haven't looked at the minutes, but as far as views goes, that's the second most popular video we've ever had. But with that being said, last night's show was the most amount of people in the live chat at one time on any of my live streams. And so I want to thank you all that were there for that. That made my day. I love growing. I like put out stuff that people like. I felt like KT and Steve would be something, even though we all know them. When you put three nuts like us three together, you're bound to get something funny. And that's what I wanted. And I thought we needed as a community and as a country. And I thought we all had a good time. I did. I really enjoyed it. And I'm not saying that because I done it. I just really enjoyed what they had to bring. And in the meantime, we helped a new channel. Hopefully, I know they got some likes. And Jerry broke the 600 mark. Congratulations. We were hoping to break the 650 mark today. And we have gained some. We are actually right now at 644. I will say, though, this has been the worst week for losing people. I've lost people. You know, I probably lose one or two a day and then gain back 4 or 5, you know. But I think one day this week we lost 6 or 7 one day. And that's a little depressing. But, you know, usually we'll gain back. We're gaining a lot faster than we're losing. So that's, you can't help what you can't help. But anybody else come in here? We're up to 5. Pretty good for unannounced live stream. And I'm no KT, so I don't have no view to give y'all. I could share my coffee with y'all. I haven't figured that one out yet. Jerry, you got an answer for that? I tell you what, they ain't nothing better than making your own coffee. They may be better coffee, but they ain't nothing better than making your own. Yeah, James, it happens a lot. Mary, that's fine. I understand that. I'm just glad he's able to work. I watched the press conference today, and I think they're going to try to keep as many people working as they can. But United States and Canada both agreed today to shut the border. So unless it's shipping material or essential travel, well, I understood it was only cargo and essential stuff they were going to allow across the borders. The U.S. and Canada agreed on that mutually to shut the borders. So, and I think that's a great idea. I know it's going to be a bad inconvenience for some, but I think one of the guys up there on stage the other day said you got to stay ahead of it, and I agree with that. You got to, if if it's this level, you need to plan on it being this level. And I think they're doing good. I mean, are they going to do perfect? I don't know. I don't know what perfect is because we've never had this situation. But I want to tell y'all, I was on Pause in Effect the other night, and we were playing that game he has. And if y'all have not been over there, they've got a Hooters game. We played it at Christmas at my wife's family, and that's the first time I'd heard of it. It's where they put up 2 or 3 words, and you have to say those words real fast. And what it's supposed to do, it's supposed to be like make you sound out the word that they're trying to get you to say. Man, that was hilarious. But what's so bad is he was showing the card up on the screen, and we were having to type in the answers. Well, this redneck here can't spell. And so I would know most of the answers, or a lot of the answers, real quick, but I couldn't spell them out. And I told him that was cheating for all of us that couldn't spell. Oh, but any of y'all good spellers? I was a math guy. I won math awards. That's what my daddy always. My daddy was a machinist by trade. He used to build airplane parts. He was He was a machinist. They run lathes. They made parts, and my daddy's a math guru. And all of daddy's brothers was not all of them. Daddy and 2 of his brothers were machinists, and they were math geniuses. And I took that on. I sort of carried that on down, but neither of my kids are math gurus. My daughter is good at English, and that polar opposite. But I won math awards in school. I actually took, in high school, I took 2 math classes at a time because there was just no challenge to me. I'd take algebra and business math and still win awards. And so I just love math. I mean, to me, it come natural, You just put it on paper, and it's a definite answer. It ain't like Common Core, or it ain't like when I was in medic school, they give you 5 similar answers, and you had to pick the best one. Math is what it is, and so that made it a little bit easier. Hey, Roy and Becky's Travels. Let me see over here. I've got the YouTube one going over here, and the live stream here, and the live stream's slow, so I have to turn my video off on my phone because that drives me crazy being a delay. But Roy and Becky's Travels has come in. We're just talking coffee and donuts and whatever y'all want to talk about. We just got together to have a chit chat and to sort of let everybody blow off a little steam and try to get away from the TV and try not to think about everything. I don't have all the answers, so don't start asking. I don't know. All I can say is we just got to lean on each other. Pray for everybody, and we'll get through. I was telling y'all last night about what we had went through, me and Tammy, and I didn't even tell y'all about one of the worst things that me and Tammy has lived through. I mentioned it in a comment I made today to Troubadour Duo. But in 2011, our daughter was a senior in high school, and it was about this time of year. Alabama got hit one day with several tornadoes that ripped through our state, killed a lot of people. We lost one family member, and when I say that, I mean like distant, nobody close, like maybe my daddy's aunt or great aunt. I can't remember. I knew her, but like we weren't connected. Y'all know, y'all got family like that. Anyway, it was still bad, but we lost tons of friends in that. Matter of fact, I had a friend whose mom and dad were divorced. They lived like 8 miles apart, and both of their homes were hit, and both of them were killed. It was terrible. I mean, terrible. But anyway, we couldn't get. I mean, gas was hard to get because power was hard to get. It come through and got what we call the TVA lines. I don't know what they call them where y'all live, but the main power lines. we call them TVA lines, the lines that supply the power to each power company in the areas, but the big tall tower. Anyway, it hit a bunch of those, and so it takes time. Well, it also got cell phone towers, and it was bad. You didn't know if you went down the road if you was going to be able to get fuel to get home, and so in our business, we didn't go anywhere that we couldn't go and come back on the fuel we had. Because we couldn't take a chance on getting off somewhere and not having fuel. But they let school out the rest of the year. Our daughter missed her last 2 months of her senior year. They just took their grade they had and gave the kids their grade they had and let them stay home because it hit the school. And it had, of course, where Keisha and Thomas went to high schools, where I also went to high school. So it was needing upgrading, but we didn't need it to happen in that way. But it got our old gym that we had a lot of history in that had been redone, and it got it so bad they couldn't redo it, so we lost it. But James, Roy, and Becky's full-time dream. Well, still about 4 of us, but y'all know anything new? I heard today that the government may send us all a check. I mean, it can't hurt nothing, and we got to keep our economy going. So something would be good, but that comes from somewhere. So I don't know how they are able to do it. I know they have money, I guess, and I don't understand all that. I'm not a government major either. Yeah, I have watching. What are you watching, James? I have VHS tape in watching Musters. All right. Musters or Monsters? Next is Casper the Ghost. Now, I used to always love Casper the Ghost. Yeah, full-time dream. I did hear 1,000 per adult. And I also, unless I misunderstood him, I thought one of the reporters say the plan was to do it twice. Like do one now, maybe another one in 90 days. And I sort of like that. That way everybody don't, like spend it all at one time or whatever, Not that a lot of people would only spend it on what they need, like, a lot of responsible people, but I'm sure there's people that's not responsible that go out and blow it. And so we sure don't want that. And I also heard today that that they're cutting off elective surgeries. And that's probably not a bad idea. Anyway, try not to talk about all that. I'm the one that brought it up. So James, you still have a VHS, a VCR. I'll get it out in a minute. You still have a VCR. I dreamed last night I run across one of them, real nice one. And I'm thinking, why would I dream about somebody having one of them for sale? I guess it's because I knew that you were going to or my mind knew that you were going to mention that today. Yeah, there's so much going on out there. I guess we'll know who's going to get what when we get it, right? And I'm not counting on getting in. How about that, y'all? Me and Tammy, I got a funny story to tell you about VHS players. When me and Tammy first married, we bought us. We didn't have. It was 5. We'd been married 5 years before we ever had any kids. But we bought us one of them Sears. I don't even know what you call them. They're camcorders, but the big one. You had to hold them on your shoulder and you put your hand through this route and held on for dear life because the thing weighed a ton. But if you had one, that was the thing. Well, Tammy's family always had this homecoming every year. And a lot of older people, because I married the baby of 12. So everybody was older than all of us. And Tammy's mom and them was quite a bit up in age the time we married. Anyway, so there was a lot of older people at this event. And so I'm walking around, I'm recording everybody, And Tammy's mom and daddy had a swing on the front porch like a lot of people did. And so they was people swinging on the porch, kids running around. Well, I had just walked away from the house and I'd turned around and I'd recorded everybody, you know, and I just put my camera down. And about that time, bam, that swing hit the porch. The chain broke on it. The people that was on it was on the floor. And I'm thinking, man, I hated that happened, but boy, I sure would have liked to got that on video. And I know that it's so bad, but even back then, I thought, man, that was video gold. But I sure did hate it. Didn't hurt nobody, and I do not know how, because they were it was pretty good sized adults on that thing, and how it didn't hurt somebody bad, I don't know. Hey, Blue Wave, where'd it yakking? It's coffee and donut, and I done ate all the donut. I'll share my coffee so you can figure out how to get it to you. Blue Wave, you'll have to check out the new video I put out today about my stickers. You made the top. Everybody that gets their stickers to me soon will get on the top of the box, and then everybody else will get around the sides, which there won't be any bad places. And then when we run out of outside space, I might fix us a place on the inside. But if we get to go to Mayberry, I'm going to bring it and get all you guys to autograph your stickers. And so that way I'll know who all I got to meet. I forgot to mention that on the video too. And then I'm going to keep all y'all's cards in that box. Y'all got to go watch the video. Let's see here. Blue Wave, I'm making Boudin right now. Man, KT got you hooked on Boudin. So is KT making Boudin at the Mayberry thing? Did I hear him say he would? I want to know, can you deep fry it? If you can deep fry it, I'm in. How about that? Is there anything that can't be deep fried? I mean, they deep fry marshmallows. Full-time dream. I need your sticker. If you'll send me an email with your address, I will return that. In other words, I'll send you my address, or I might do that anyway after I get off this. But if you want to email me, I'm scrolling my email across the bottom. And we'll get y'all sticker on the top of the trunk too. But yeah, this sticker thing is pretty cool. I've been writing down every one I've sent out, and no longer than I've had them. I've sent out 17. And that's a pretty good deal. Blue Wave, I was showing them my new studio. Fireplace, 2 rocking chairs. Actually, y'all can't see it, but my wife made me fix it pretty nice because she wanted me to put it in our bedroom because she wanted to use our daughter's bedroom for a warehouse space for our little vinyl business that we got. Anyway, I hate to keep shaking that, but anyway, so she made me fix me a desk at the foot of our bed, and I've got to keep it clean and neat and tidy, and I don't really like that part of it, but you know, you do what you do. Let's see here. Roy and Becky, yours went out. I didn't think yours out yesterday. I think yours went out yesterday. Great full-time dream, and I'll send it out tomorrow. With my new setup here, I want y'all to look how organized I am. I got a place for my coffee. And right here, I got a stand. Well, right here to y'all. I got a stand for my phone. I got notebooks here. And looky here. Stickers. Stamps. And while I got them, I'll be using Alabama stamps. So y'all know they come from me. Me or is it RV Underway. We're the only two, I think, in our little community from Alabama. I may be wrong on that, but Blue Wave would know. I have met up. few of our subscribers are from Alabama, but not people I just talk to every day. Let's see here. So, any of you guys got anything new YouTube wise coming out anytime soon? Blue Wave, you got anything new, hot, and exciting? Roy and Becky's travels. What are y'all up to? Full time dream. What are y'all doing? Let's see who else is in here. Everybody else may have left. Mary had to leave and go get her husband. Rhonda, I don't know if Rhonda's still in here or not. Rhonda was here earlier. Didn't have really a lot to talk about. I was just telling Jerry and James that just wanted to hang out and get away from the TV and all the bad. Aniana, Roy and Becky. Aniana is not too far from my house. Let me see here. Aniana, Altoona, Walnut Grove, and Arab. Yeah. So you know close to where I live. So Roy and Becky, do you know where Fort Payne, Alabama is? The country group Alabama, they're from Fort Payne. If you know where Fort Payne is, we are 10 miles from there. That's where our Walmart is located, in Fort Payne. So we get in our car and drive solid straight. We go right straight to Walmart at Fort Payne. I was actually born in Fort Payne and raised in Fort Payne. Me and Tammy lived there for the first few years we were married, and we moved out here to the city where I went to high school. My dad lived out here, and it was just a little less hectic. Fort Payne's not a big town by no means, but yep. Sneed, yep. I know where Sneed is. Altoona, I know generally about where Altoona is. I got in Sneed, a good friend of mine pastors Mount Zion Church of God, if you know where that is. In other words, if you're coming from, say, Rainsville and 5 and Geraldine, and if you're coming 75 and you go through Albertville and you come to Sneed Crossing, if you keep going south, Mount Zion Church of God down there on the right, a good friend of mine pastors that church, Joey Kirby. You probably got friends that know him. And I have deer hunted. Let me think what that place is down in there. Oh, can't even think. Well, the next time y'all are through, guys, y'all come through. Hey, you need a place to park? You can park in the driveway. We'll figure something out. I ain't got a big driveway, but shoot, if I have to, I'll move my camper to Daddy's, and we'll let you park where it is. Or, hey, if you want a nice campground, the Soda State Park, you don't get no nicer than that. It's pretty nice. I hate that about your aunt. So, James. So, Northwoods. All right, what is that, Blue Wave? Did I miss something here? Northwoods is, let me see. Let's pull it. Can y'all still? Yeah, can, let's see. All right, so as long as y'all can still see me, not that I'm that good looking, but I was going to pull it up. I think I subscribed to them the other day. What is that called, Blue Wave? Northwoods? Is it just Northwoods? We are en route. Hey, y'all forgot us last night, didn't you? I told the gang that y'all probably forgot all about it. Guys, if y'all were at my live last night, we premiered We Are En Route video, and they have just come in to the channel. Well, yeah. I got you. I got you. I see what your initials are for there. So we played your video last night. Oh, had no internet. So I had y'all down to be on the show last night. So that might have been miscommunications on my part. But anyway, for everybody that needs to know, we are en route at the channel that we featured last night on our show. So if you do not have We Are En Route, I think I'm pronouncing that right, you guys need to go and get them. I think a lot of you guys did last night, but real easy to get here. Blue Wave, you was talking about another channel too, the Northwood RV Life. I'm going to try to pull that up. Yeah, I have done subscribe. Yeah, they're at $6.94 right now. We are en route. If you want to make a new friend, right there would be a good place to get one too. If you want to go over, I think Blue Wave wrote their name up there. The Northwood RV Life. You type that in, that'll bring it up. We are en route. How many are y'all up to today? I think I looked last night and it was 39. I think it was 31 before we started the show, and it was 39 after the show, I think. Yes, we are en route. Blue Wave Odyssey is a channel that you need to hook up with. He will go and look at your channel. If he likes your channel, and I'm sure he will, he just said he'll shout out your channel if you'll come to his live stream. And he has it every Saturday night. And that is, Blue Wave, tell me that time again. I could pull it up, but I want to think it is it? Let's see. We are en route. It's up to 41. We are en route. You need to subscribe. Matter of fact, it wouldn't hurt if you subscribe to all these channels, but Blue Wave Odyssey has over 2,000 subscribers. When me and Tammy got Daydream page started, we had about 30 subscribers. And Blue Wave, he liked our channel, and I know he's going to like yours. And he mentioned us. It's 7:30 Eastern Saturday night. We are en route. You need to go to his channel and subscribe and show up for his live stream Saturday night, and he will add the subscribers. He'll bring you into the community, and it'll be good. People get to know you, and once they get to know you, you'll grow. We grew in the 2 weeks. Blue Wave actually mentioned us a couple times in 2 weeks. And Camper Life. Camper Life's another channel. You'll meet them if you go to Blue Wave, or you can just pull it up. But Camper Life will really talk about you a lot, and we will here on Daydream. We'll help you get going. That first 100's hard to get, but once you get that first 100, it goes a lot quicker. Let's see who all else we got. Any of you guys that are in here has not watched them. Full Time Dream will be a good channel. Everybody in here, I have. And if I have them, they're pretty good. I will say this, though, guys. I'm just going to throw that out there. And I'm not preaching. I'm just telling you how I look at things. I think it's Rev Tommy. I like some of the things he says, and me and him agree on. Well, I haven't seen anything he said that I hadn't agreed with. You'll see me be friends or have people on my channel that I'm subscribers with that a lot of people don't understand why. I'll be friends with anybody. Now, will I do what they do? No, not all the time. But if I I just believe it's our calling to be friends with everybody and try to let our life bear witness. I don't have to preach to everybody. My life should be my witness. Anyway, get past that. Angels Are We Nursery. Oh, that name looks new. I'm a subscriber, so it ain't new. Glad for y'all to be here. Angels Are We Nursery. I like that. We Are En Route is a new channel, guys. If y'all are just coming in, that y'all might want to check out. And the North Woods, I can't remember it. I tell you what, James and Blue Wave, if y'all want to link that Northwood, if y'all want to link that so our new people can click to them and go to them, that'd be awesome. We are all y'all new guys. Do y'all know how to click on the names and it brings up the 3 dots and it pulls up the channel? Do y'all know how to do all that? I like that We Are En Route. I can be friends with everyone. My life is my own as well. Yes. One quick thing on that. At our church, our doors is open to everybody. I don't care. It don't matter if you don't believe in what we believe in. You're welcome to come to our church because it's our purpose to show you. And then maybe one day you'll understand why we do and whatever. But if I'm not friends with you, how am I ever supposed to shed my light on you? I guess that's how I put it. And so if it takes me subscribing to somebody else's channel, maybe one that I wouldn't normally subscribe to, if it takes me subscribing to them to keep them coming to my channel, hey, that's what I'm going to do. And of course, I love everybody. I got real close friends that we strongly disagree on about everything in life, but we're good friends. We're either ham radio operators or something. We do something together that we enjoy doing together. And hey, not preaching, but the Lord lets us choose, and it's everybody's choice, and that's the way I am. I mean, I just love all you guys, and I just like to have a group of friends. That's what I want. I want to help everybody. I don't care. But anyway, do you guys know how to We Are En Route? I know y'all been doing it a while. Y'all don't have many subscribers, but do y'all know how when you're on live chat to click on the name and it pull up the dots and then you pull up the channel? I tell you how some people does that. I used to do it this way. Now, if they got a short video, I'll listen to the live stream and pull up a video and watch it at the same time. If I'm on my laptop, I can't do it on my phone. But really the best way to do it, if you're on a live stream, is click on their name, pull up the 3 buttons, go to their channel, open that tab, leave that tab open, come back to the live stream, see if there's anybody else sort of interact with the live stream if you can. If you see somebody else, go up there and open their page, which will open another tab. After the live stream's over, you can go up there and flow through all of them. I have had 20 or so tabs open that I've had to work through after a live stream to get caught up. So if you're on a live stream and you don't see your numbers go up, you may have a boom after the live stream's over, because a lot of people, I think I heard Steve Turtle say that that's how he does it. But now a lot of times, like for instance, on like Blue Wave Odyssey, if Blue Wave Odyssey brings somebody up, I know I can be friends with them. And he brings them up, and I may go click subscribe so their number will bump. Soon as the live show's over, I'll go watch a video, find me a video I like, watch the whole video. I'll make a good comment about it. I'll click the like button. And that bonds us together the right way. YouTube looks at that as strong interaction. I don't know exactly what it's called, and they'll keep you connected. If you don't do it that way, Well, for one, it's not fair to the one you're subscribing to, and two, YouTube will pull those subscribers in a day or two, sometimes within an hour or two. I have gained 10 subscribers during a live stream and lost over half of them in a few minutes. I don't know how that works, because sometimes, or all the time, I always do the way I'm supposed to. But YouTube got their own things and their own way of doing things, so we just have to do the best we can. Plus, we have to do it the right way anyway. I mean, do you want a subscriber that don't even want to watch one video? I know sometimes that's all you'll ever watch of that person. You're just helping them get their numbers up. A lot of times, that's what happens. Because a lot of times, channels don't put out stuff every week or every day or whatever. But at the very least you can do is watch one video. And, after that, if you don't, hey, you just don't. But at the very least you could do is to do that. So let's see what full time. Yep, we also stop back to channels, watch videos, and like and comment. Yep. And I tell you something else. If you've got a channel that you really like, well, especially like We Are En Route, you can go back and watch that live we done last night, and you can watch where we talked about you guys. And if anybody in that chat talked about you guys, you can see it in the live chat. It'll be a live replay chat, and then you can interact with them. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to get everybody. Like me, I'll say, if I'm going down the road, a lot of times if I know there's going to be a live stream, especially if it's one that everybody used to seeing me at, I'll, when I'm stopped or before I get started down the road, I'll turn on the live stream and listen to it, and I'll type in before I pull out, hey guys, I'm here. All I can do is listening. I'm driving. But then you'll see in your notifications if somebody comes over and subscribes, and then you can return that, or you can go back and watch the chat later on. But you'll know in your chat if you got a new subscriber, unless that subscriber is private. But what you can do is look at your count number before you start down the road, and then when you get to where you're going, if you notice your count has went up, then you might want to go through and look at the chat, because if I subscribe to somebody during a live chat, how I make sure they remember who I am, I don't post anything about subbing in the chat. But I even do this even when I don't. If it's somebody like Blue Odyssey, I'll say, hey, Blue Wave Odyssey. Well, if it's somebody new and I go to their channel and I instantly subscribe, I'll come back and put hey and whatever the channel name is, to let them know who I am, and that they'll remember that they met me during that live stream. And so when it comes up that somebody commented or liked their channel, they'll remember, oh, hey, that's Gary Daydream. I remember him. And so they'll sub back if they like, if they want to. But more than likely they will. Let's see here. I am bad to I'm trying to read all the chat that's going on now. I tell you something else. I had Tammy, my wife, here last night helping me read the chat. So if it's like right now, I may not catch all the live stream because it's just me. But if I have Tammy with me. I try to catch everything, but that don't mean I will. I try my best to, but like I say, I may miss something. And so if I do, don't get your feelings hurt. I don't. I spend all my time, and I know it probably ain't a good idea. See you, Blue Wave. All right, see y'all. I'm going to try to make some of the Wednesday night one. Even though our church is not having church, we're having live stream, and I need to be online for that. So that's why I miss a lot of Wednesday night ones, and I hate it because Camper Life's on, Toonstead's on. Uh, so I may try to wait and watch our live stream at a later time. I don't know. He may want us all there. I'm on staff, so uh, anyway, I might need to be there. I don't know. I'll see. I might can watch it again in the morning, but anyway, maybe I'll see you later, Blue Wave. But I was trying to look. I thought it always told us how long we had been on. Let's see here. James, I thought it always told at the bottom of StreamYard. Oh, there it is. Never mind. It's at the top. I see now. So, what new in all y'all lives? James, what are you into? I know you're always into something. Yeah, I seen that, Roy and Becky. I see it now. I don't know why I thought it was at the bottom. You headed out full time dream? Y'all guys need to leave. Y'all head out. It ain't no big deal. We're just sitting around. Where y'all live, Angels? Are we nursery? Our state. You don't have to tell me where, but it's 6:05, so it is. Y'all are 2 hours ahead of us. So I hadn't done that voiceover stuff yet, Roy and Becky. I hadn't got into that yet. I might need to. Some of the bigger channels I watch, they do a lot of that, and I don't know. I don't have a real good voice anyway, so I usually let my topic sort of override me talking, but usually I can't help it. East Coast Canada. Oh, I'm Gary, by the way. Uh, some of y'all may not know me. I'm Gary. I'm the face you'll see at Daydream. Uh, my wife is on here sometimes on the live, but she don't like being on much. I got a grown daughter, Keisha. She lives around Huntsville, Alabama, in Madison. And then our son's in college. He lives here. Thomas, you'll see him occasionally in some of the videos. But so, Angels. Oh, you're Ann. I noticed today that both our countries agreed to close the border except for freight. So, uh, hey, we're gonna get through this. But I do agree that everybody really needs to close their borders to travel, and I know that's gonna be a bad inconvenience. But let's spend a couple weeks getting this under control, and then I hope they are doing something with the freight, because freight would be a good way to transmit that stuff. I've been thinking, and I come here to get away from all that. I ain't even gonna mention what I picked to mention, because we need to quit talking about all that anyway. So let's just get everybody down and out. I checked that out. That sounds like a good video for an Alabama boy. I wonder. I need to. Oh yeah, I got some cool stuff I'd like to show y'all, but YouTube would probably go absolutely nuts. You said something about double barrel. I got an old double barrel I'd like to show y'all, but I don't want to get in YouTube trouble. I'd be afraid to shoot it, actually, afraid it'd come apart. Got a lot of history in it. It was my great grandpa's, and he gave it to my daddy. My Uncle James borrowed it and broke the stock. So my daddy, being a machinist, made a new stock for it. So my Uncle James, I don't know why he had it, but anyway, so I've got connections to my dad and to my Uncle James, who I loved a lot. He's no longer with us. And my great grandpa Cunningham, who I loved. I grew up at their house pretty much. They lived across the road. But man, uh, that is that's nice. I remember my daddy shooting that gun when I was little, and I don't know if I'm talking to Roy or Becky or Roy and Becky, but y'all probably know what I mean when I say that it's got a forward and back. It's got a front and back trigger, and so if you don't watch it, you'll pull both triggers at the same time. Uh, and Daddy shot, accidentally pulled both triggers and it shot both. My daddy, I remember as a kid, my daddy had a bruise down his arm and it's bad. The gun is actually over my right shoulder, uh, leaned up against my fireplace in my bedroom. I've got shells for it and everything. I would just be so afraid to shoot it. It's been so long since it's been shot. I have thought about maybe one of these days carrying it and get somebody to get it in a safe shooting condition just so I could pass it on one of these days. Have you ever seen a shotgun two trigger old gun? Well, mine's a two trigger double barrel, and I thought they were both two triggers. Are you talking about a double hammer? Oh, over and under. Mine's side by side. I don't know what the rules are on guns. Any of y'all know what the rules are on having videos about guns? I'd say it's a no-no. Well, we're down to three. Maybe me and James and Roy and Angel. We Nursery. They may still be in here. Not allowed. I didn't think so, James. That's why I didn't post or go back here and show it to you. I love to trade on them. I've had several, or not those kind, but I've had several kinds of weapons. Oh wow! Took your third great grandpa again. Wow! I have some unique treasures that it's pretty cool, and I have some pictures that are some of the best treasures. I'm getting on my mama's side now. My great grandpa mother was full-blooded Cherokee Indian, and I have a family picture of them. It's I copied it so that I wouldn't lose it. That's how bad a shape the picture was in. But she's wearing a Cherokee dress in the picture, and I've used that picture to preach on a time or two, talking about how love has no barriers. About how a full-blooded Cherokee Indian married a full-blooded white man, and you know there was no barriers, and they have never been in my family, at least back that far. My grandmother loved people. Or, my grandmother, my my great great grandmother. Anyway, and so anyway, black powder. I used to have a black powder, not one of the old style, but I used to have a black powder. Roy, y'all ever been up to uh Chickamauga Battlefield up here in Chattanooga? That's not far from where I live. I don't know where y'all are from, but undoubtedly y'all must have been through North Alabama a few times. But when I was in the Boy Scouts, we'd camp up there at Chickamauga Battlefield, and that was amazing to me. I that kind of stuff just blew me away, that you could camp right there where a lot of people lost their life and fought. It's a pretty cool place. I don't know if it's still as cool now as it was back then. I've not been in years and years. Well, I've not been as an adult. I've only been there as a young man in the Boy Scout. See y'all. We are en route. Hey, and check out these live streams. What we have one every Tuesday night. If I see you, I'll try to pull you up. But Blue Wave, you definitely need to kick Blue Wave Saturday night. And we'll see y'all over there Saturday night. So maybe we can help you grow your channel. Once you start growing, it'll be easy. But Gettysburg does reenactment on July the 4th. Now that'd be cool. You ever seen that, James? Y'all are truly welcome. We are en route. Everybody helped us, so we pass that forward. We try to help everybody else. Oh, I bet that was cool. I bet that was really cool, James. I'd like to see that. Now that'd be a good weekend or a week getaway. But I bet you have to book that a year in advance so you can get an RV spot close to that. Wow, that's pretty cool, Roy and Becky. I had years ago I done a tree on our family, and then the I'm not gonna name names, but the website that I done it through said that I deleted it, and it was all gone, and I never did delete it. So I don't know what it don't matter. I lost it anyway. I traced back a lot of actual pictures and stuff from some of our family that fought. It was pretty neat, but I was so mad after I lost all of it, I didn't want to do it again. Cause I had a lot of time in that. I don't know if any of y'all have ever done any of that, but I had a lot of time invested in that. Where we live is real close to Cherokee County. A lot of, Indians, of course, in this area. My wife got a lot of Indian in her. We know a little bit of our history, but not a whole lot. I had a lot of it on paper, or not on paper, but on the internet, so I lost all of it. There are 1,000 trails. Oh, there, Book Early. Yeah. We don't have 1,000 trails. Of course, we're only weekenders right now. We're not even part-timers, I don't guess. Hey, thanks, Blue Wave. I thought you had done ducked out. That's good. That's good. We don't have many in here. Everybody had to leave. We're just yakking. We're just yakking. We thought some more people might jump in. But I got that new video, if y'all wasn't in here, I put out today about my stickers. Hopefully everybody will like that. It was doing really well to be the middle of the day. I tried I don't know if you heard my story, Blue Wave. I put that on the premiere. I was going to premiere it 15 minutes before Steve come on tonight because it wasn't but a 13-minute video. And I put the wrong daggum date on it. So when I went back to check the date, it wouldn't let me do it. I don't know. I just had never done that. Couldn't figure it out. Anyway, before I knew it, I had made it public. So it got put out public. So no big deal. We just let it go. But really wasn't a lot of time to release it during tonight anyway, with all the channels having live streams. Oh, good deal. What's a lot of state parks? We have a lot of state parks here. A lot of them in North Alabama. Yeah, they're good. I see Roy and Becky and James everywhere. I think I told you a while ago, I got y'all stickers going out, Roy and Becky. I sent out a bunch this week. I've had my stickers a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I've sent out 17. Uh, oh, Lord. And you're born up north. Hey, y'all wasn't the only ones. There was a lot of people lived up north that had family in the south. That was devastating. We think what's going on right now is bad, and it is bad. Don't get me wrong. But can you imagine having family on both sides of a war killing each other? Because they both believe. A lot of them both believe. Now, some of them that lived in the north believed in what the south was doing, and vice versa. Here, we have an invisible enemy. Yeah, yeah, if a person's got the time to dig in that genealogy stuff, it's pretty cool. Like I say, I spent a long time getting all that done, and I should have been printing it as I went, but dummy me, thought, well, how are we gonna lose that? They're a big company, surely they wouldn't do that. And they said I did it, but I don't never recall hitting delete. But I seen a thing on YouTube the other day that said if you're running a live, that your people in the chat, the numbers will pick up after you run an hour. I don't know how true that is. I've run an hour and 10. Well, I've actually run nearly 2 hours, I think, one day, and I didn't see no big numbers. So I don't know. But I usually just run to everybody get started talking. I don't do many of these. But hey, weren't that very many people out. We're back up to 4. My grandpa spent time in the pen for that. He was actually, yeah. Yeah, my grandpa was, yeah, he was making it. He was making it. Yep. A lot of people made it back then. He learned how to make furniture in prison, though, my daddy said. My grandpa was a Navy guy, too. My Uncle Kenneth went on to be in the Navy. For me to have wanted to went in the Marines was a little different. But I never thought I'd like to live out on a boat. Yep. That's how NASCAR got started. Yep, sure did. You want to make something a big industry. You tie much money to it, and it'll become a big industry. There's a bunch of money in that. Them guys got paid a lot of money to transport moonshine. Which I guess, in modern times, it's like carrying drugs, But I was a medic for a few years, and I worked a lot of calls. Even I'm talking about in the early '90s. We still respond to calls where people died of where the moonshine was bad. What do you call it? I forgot the term used. They drunk bad shine, and that was in the early '90s. People were still making moonshine, and I'm sure they still do today. Well, I know they do. It's a big business now, but still around here, they were still making it. The term for that. Some of y'all might know what it's called, but before the moonshine wasn't made right, and some kind of poisoning. My mind is just blank. But I worked a call or two where I've lost people, or not lost them, where they'd be already passed away time we got there. I tell you a great invention. That daggum coffee pot I got in there that makes one cup at a time. I like it. And we got the refillable, it's a carry machine. We got the refillable cups, and then I buy the liners to go in the cups because I don't like coffee grains in my coffee. There's Ray. What was it? There were some people used to substitute. Uh, Sorry about that, guys. Did I lose y'all? My dad was calling me on the phone, and my son has got my phone hooked to my computer. So, I don't know. Maybe it didn't keep me off. I don't guess it did. I can tell right here. No. But they used to substitute something. What was it? I keep wanting to think battery acid for some reason. But I know that ain't it. But or something in the copper or something. I don't know. We've been on here an hour and 13 minutes. We're back up to 5 people. We're doing good. My grandpa had a cave under his house, and that's where he made it. A lot of people still to this day didn't know there was a cave under there. He had a spring just all 40 yards from there that fed all the houses right there in that neighborhood. Ours was one of them. So it worked out pretty good. And like I said, the cave was hid, and a lot of people knowed about it. So y'all probably think I drink a lot of coffee a day, but I really don't. I drink about 4 cups a day. I got an uncle who drank a pot before I get out of bed. I probably drink a lot more while we're out not doing nothing, while we're just here stuck at the house. But usually I drink one on the way to get on my school bus morning and evening. And I drink one around lunch and I drink one at night. So about all I ever drink. For some reason. I had to reset my chat. My chat wasn't updating. I was getting it over here before I was getting it on my phone. Yeah, but at Tennessee now, you can actually legalize your moonshine making, can't you? But it's got to meet a bunch of government standards, don't it? New Horizon probably knows all about that. If she was here, she'd fill us in. I seen signs about moonshine. I thought last time we'd up Sevierville. I wonder if had anybody talked to traveling down the Bannister this morning? I wonder if they met their goal. They were only like 200 hours, I think, yesterday short, and I think KT was around 700 hours short. So I've been running both of them. I don't know if it counts after you run them all one time. I don't know, but I've been running them anyway. So traveling down the Bannister should get it, but KT gets a lot running them lives, so he probably gets them faster because I hardly ever go in on one of his lives. Ain't 20 or 30 people on it. I mean, it don't matter what time of day it is. James, do you know if it counts if we watch them twice? Yeah, playlists are good, Roy and Becky. That really helps if somebody's helping you build your watch time. And two people sitting around like right now, click play all and just sit down at the TV and start watching. And that gets you a lot of watch time. Yeah, James, I've watched several more than once, so I'm hoping they count. Yeah, that's what I do. I run the live first because they'll run a lot longer. Somebody like traveling down the Bannisters, they've got so many lives. Well, KT does too. You can't run them all. It takes you a day or two to run them. Roy and Becky said they heard it only counts twice, and then you have to wait 6 months and it'll reset. Roy and Becker, y'all are from Indiana, did I see? Are y'all originally from Alabama? Ah, I got you. Yeah, you keep it playing in the background, like people listen to the TV. Yep. Hey, I tell you what I've done, and I've been doing a lot here lately trying to help them get their hours. I'll pull up two towels. I'll pull up one of each, and I'll turn it down so that it's just barely playing. I won't turn it on mute. I'll turn it where it just barely is playing. And then I'll come over here and I'll work on all my YouTube stuff or whatever while that's in the background. I'll have two channels going at the same time, and a lot of times at night I'll leave them running like that. I bought a refurbished MacBook Pro. Actually, the kids got it for me for Christmas, and it's a 2011 MacBook, but got all new software in it. And but the battery's not that great in it. I need to put me a new battery in it. So I have to keep it plugged up nearly all the time. If I unplugged it now on this live stream, about 20 minutes, it'd be dead. It might make it an hour without dying, but I doubt it. When I'm editing, I really have to keep it plugged up. Playing all that with the music and all that, it seemed like it dragged it down a lot faster. Well, guys, I better hop off and call Daddy and check on him. He called. I always try to check on him. Of course, he didn't call back, so it's probably not too important. But if he calls, he usually needs me to help him do something or something. Usually, I need him. Born in Chicago, moved to Indiana. My mom's family is from Alabama. My dad moved to Indiana in '63. Gotcha. Well, I'm born in Fort Payne and lived here all my life. We've never lived anywhere else. I worked in Atlanta some, but I never did live over there. I'd stay over there when I was working, but I didn't work over there very long. My uncle's got a big business over there in Atlanta. They're got a masonry company. They lay brick and block. They work all over the country, but they're based out of Atlanta. But anyway, hey guys, thanks for showing up. We might try to do this 2 or 3 times a week, just hang out and chat and whatever. But we'll do it whenever I get time and I can get somebody else not on, and we'll just hang out. We won't have no special agenda. I like those, just hanging out. So anyway, thank you guys for showing up, and we'll probably see y'all around some tonight.